And without belief in yourself, how can you get up and try? Every day, what would you do today if you knew you weren't going to fail? What would you do if you knew you were not going to fail? What would you try to make happen in this world?
I am the light of love.
Hello, beautiful family. I'm getting a strong feeling that the way I've been using YouTube has to change. I see a lot of persons who are having great hearts, wanting to share some spiritual insights and truth with the world that they are experiencing and living. But I see with this platform that it can get lost. It can get mixed up inside the algorithm, inside the want for more views. And so people are trying to churn out a video every day, and it is largely being used as entertainment. And I don't want to be an entertainer in that sense. And I don't want to get caught up in chasing views or the algorithm. Of course, I would like to have more audience so I can help more kids and get more support behind the new platform, naturally. But that shouldn't be why. It shouldn't even come into the creation of the content, really. It should be, if I wanted to do that, I could clickbait you with every video. You've got to watch this and watch this before they take it down, and this special event is coming in 2 weeks, and you end up in this space in spiritual communities on YouTube where that happens a lot. It's like trying to lure you to the next video. This next astrological event is a big deal and this is what you need to do, and you watch this before it gets taken down, and this is okay as a source of entertainment, but it's not walking us to truth. And so this is not to put down other person's techniques and ways of doing things by any measure. I mean, I obviously have touched on these issues in my own journey with this platform. But it's just to say I want to come back to the beginning. I think it's time for me to do that, to start fresh. And to do that, I need to structure this, because what is the beginning? The beginning is I had a direct experience with that which I perceive to have been the unconditioned love of God. And I know how I had that experience. I know the things that got in the way of that presence in my life. I know the languages, the tools I learned once I became rooted in that presence as a more permanent state than the personal identity of the mind and its memories. I used that language, guidance, that presence, that fuel of unconditional love to build change in the world. And at this time, a lot of people are just lost when it comes to change. They sit at home just watching YouTube, hoping that by commentating on it or sharing about it or posting about it, they're going to change something. But I think we can get up and build things out of the ordinary. But the reason we don't is people don't believe in themselves, and rightly so, because they don't have the connection to God to give them that belief in themselves is somehow how I see it as well. And without belief in yourself, how can you get up and try? Every day, what would you do today if you knew you weren't going to fail? What would you do if you knew you were not going to fail? What would you try to make happen in this world? My choice is to try and build these villages for special needs children who suffer beyond comprehension all around the world, all around the world. I want to build these villages everywhere. This is what I want to try and do, and I want to try and get this social media platform operational so other people use YouTube with the same power as what I have to bring physical change and build things like a village for those in crisis, where humanity had the resources to build it. We had it available. We just weren't building it because they were not getting to where they needed to be, because too many were clinging to the resources, because they weren't nourished by that unconditioned love of God. And so when you're nourished by that, you want to build upon that. And so I need to pull this back to the start, and I'm going to do that. Back to the beginning, starting with day one. Who is this person that you're listening to, and why do I have something that I believe you can also have as well? Not that you need to listen to me and decide that you agree with me or you don't, or say I trust that guy so I'll adopt that as my reality, but for your cells of your body collectively to have the same experience is what I believe I can show and offer to anybody who follows this. And so, not with my opinion on theology, not with my opinion on books, not with symbolism, not with historical events, but with my life, what happened in my life, these changes in altered states of consciousness I went through, the subsequent changes in the world around me, everything I learned from there, everything I was shown from there, I want to put all into a video series. And starting with day one, it will be, why listen to me? What is my experience? What qualifies me? Well, I touched on it here. My life story qualifies to some degree why I am keen for everyone to find this space in consciousness. So expect that, and obviously I need some time to organise all of this, and whether I'm going to pre-record a few at a time or whether I'm going to structure it and then just make those videos once or twice a week. But I'm going to bring some order to this YouTube channel. There will be the odd commentary on world events, no doubt, and the odd expression of the song in my heart, but in the most part I want to bring some order, because I believe it can help people who are watching among you to come back to the beginning and start over and get some order, and to recognize the problems together that we are facing in our human family, especially around us, trying to find freedom, trying to find God's presence and the freedom there, and our constant seeking and searching in the wrong places, i.e. looking in randomized YouTube channels from people with good intentions who were losing their way, which I feel I played my role in as well. So I think it will be a very interesting birth of a different type of creation around the channel, and it's now happening. I want to totally pause and reshape the way I'm doing everything. So this will channel off my teachings on consciousness, what I share on meditation, states of consciousness, the stuff that I know about religion and how this is not wrong and how people were trying to show you to go there, the tools I've learned, the languages, synchronicity, how I've practically applied that to bring God's love into this world. I want to share all of that in an ordered sequence so you can pick it up where you are. If you are on your journey of just awakening, there'll be somewhere for that. If you're on your journey of, I feel fulfilled and full of God's love and now I want to build, what's the next step? Then I can show you how I did that. I won't have all the answers, but I can give you the answers that worked for me to get to where I did in my walk with God. Stick around for it. Just want to share that and give you all my love. Have a beautiful day, and I'm coming at you from a much more grounded consciousness, but I'm about to go and do some breathing exercises and try to move myself to another state for a video that I want to make, because there's so many people writing me about suffering. I feel the urge to make this video. So anyway, I loved you all. God bless, guys. Bye.